So if I had to choose a champion for the rest of my career, I wouldn't really choose a support because I wouldn't say supports are really mechanical. Instead, I would say Fizz because I've always enjoyed playing Fizz. Like he's super mechanical. You get to like outplay your opponents with E. He's just pretty fun overall. My best advice would be don't play support. I'm just kidding. Honestly, like you could use this tip for every role. Look at the minimap. If you know the jungler is on your side of the map, let's say he's in the top jungle, then you could play more aggressive. But if you know he's pathing bot side and you're playing support, you should play a lot safer because that way you have a lower chance of dying to the jungle gank. I'm actually not too sure, but everyone, especially on Reddit, people always like just hate on Teemo. So I would say just ban Teemo forever because right now like you could build him as a tank and he'll still win lane, dominate lane, and just like win almost every single 1v1 against whoever he's up against. The support champion I have the hardest time against right now is, I would say, Thresh. Even if he's bad in a certain meta, he can always on the hook on you and then just win the lane. He's just pretty annoying to deal with. Like you gotta play around this hooks really well. I'm gonna be lane the wave. Ooh, this is literally me like after every single gym session. I'd have to rule out sleep because I don't want to go to bed just like feeling really gross and dirty. I probably eat first, shower, and then sleep if I have to sleep. I think if I got $1 million right now, the first thing I'd buy is probably a Tesla, just like any Tesla car, because I've always thought they look like pretty futuristic and cool. My most embarrassing moment with my teammates was actually before we even got onto CLG. It was when we were all going to scouting grounds and we were all asked to introduce ourselves. And at the time, I was running on like 6 hours of sleep, maybe 5. I was awake for like 30 hours straight because I got really nervous. Like I don't want to sleep on the flight. When it came to my turn to introduce myself, I told them my name is Twitch TV Lawfill, and I just paused. I didn't know what else to say. I was just super nervous. You know, I was really tired, and yeah, it was just really embarrassing. Just like even think about. I used to use the K65 red switches, but then I realized like the red switches are pretty light, so I switched to brown switches. For my mouse, I use the Corsair Glaive. So the headset, I use the Void Pros. I feel like whenever pros get asked this question, they always say like a family member or something, or like a friend. I would say my biggest supporter is one of my viewers whenever I stream on Twitch, because he's always there. He's always there during the start of my stream, during the end of my stream, and his name is King Webit03. Shout out to that guy, always being there for me when I'm streaming. I try to stay away from music right before matches, so usually I'll just like meditate, like breathe in and out. But if I have to choose a playlist, I believe the playlist on Spotify is called like Deep Focus or something. It's just like really calm, I guess nature sounds, or like very soft instrumentals. It's nothing like too hypey. This question's kind of hard because my name is Phil after all. I think if I had to choose a different role to play competitively, it'd be mid lane, just because I've always liked mechanical champions. For me, like they're the most enjoyable, and I feel like mid lane has the most amount of mechanical champions. I also like champions that have a lot of spells I could cast, compared to like ADs where it's mainly just right clicks. I think for sure it has to be mid lane. I want to say Kevin, just because whenever I go to the gym, if I need him to spot me, he's always there so I don't kill myself when I bench. I'm sorry, Osama. So I think Osama memes the hardest, because he comes up with most of the memes at the Black House. He's came up with so many memes that on his phone, he wrote down a list of all the memes he came up with. And I think the total of it was like, at least like 50 in the past 11 months or so that we've been here. I would say Osama is the hardest memer on the team.
Meme connoisseur.
If I had a boat, I would have the longest boat and name it Yeah Boy.
Yeah, boy!
And then I could tell people I had the longest Yeah Boy. Is that too cheesy? Oh yeah, boy. So I would say Kevin's Arrow, because Arrow's like kind of serious. He usually gets the job done. For Jean and Osama, I would say Jean is Batman and Osama is Robin, because Osama usually describes himself as the beta. I'll say in their relationship, Osama's the beta. So I'll say they're Batman and Robin. Is that gonna go in the video? Okay, if someone in my house ate the last slice of pizza, it'd for sure be Plop. Because Plop, whenever someone orders pizza, he would come out of his room and say, "Yo, got pizza?" If I had to describe them as champions, Kevin would be Teemo, because he's always like happy, he's smiling. I don't really see him sad ever. I think Jean would be Ivern, because we always meme him about like how he has like really tiny legs, and he always like walks like Ivern too. He does that like weird Ivern walk sometimes. Osama's is a bit complicated, because whenever Osama gets asked this question, he would always say like he's Twitch because he's a rat. You can also say he's kind of like Fiddlesticks too, because Osama's not that big. He has like Fiddlesticks physique. kind of hard for Osama. It's like Fiddlesticks or Twitch. Probably Osama or Jean, just because they're usually the last ones to go to bed. And then they do have the most amount of solo queue games compared to everyone else. It's probably one of those two. I would say maybe Osama. It's really close between the two. So I give them like a 50-50 split on that. If I was a Disney princess, I think I'd be Merida, because she's kind of like the odd one out. She's courageous, a bit rebellious, kind of unique. She's not your typical Disney princess. I think it'd be most likely to become a professional gamer, because back when I was in school, I'd usually like talk about games, or like I'd always like hang out with friends, and they'd always say, oh, you're really good at these games, and they just get frustrated because I always beat them. So hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.